9 years of my life I was very practicing the skills of self-sufficiency, living without electricity or mains water or mains drainage. I don't like all the dependence on, you know, artificial things and people just not knowing where their food comes from.
And it's something about lockdown, something about the pandemic, and something about thinking about the earth being a sort of treasure to respect and care for. Kind of suddenly it sort of hit me. Also justice and fairness and things that us in, you know, disrespecting the earth here might have a terrible impact on somebody who's less able to fend back the sea or, you know, get a drought somewhere. Coming down here with Rob telling us what to do and showing us what to do, sort of, I thought, wow, that's a kind of easy way to get into it with people who know about it.
Because I live alone, it's just great to come out and do something with other people. I like being outside and I like doing practical things where you can see the results.
I suppose you could say we, in a way, we are the community, aren't we? So, you know, in a way, we're having a conversation we wouldn't otherwise have.
Yeah.
In a sort of where you're doing something together that has some sort of meaning,
Yeah.
both in and of itself and maybe sort of above that.
The best way that I know of, really, yeah. Well, everyone eats, so I suppose food growing is a really good thing for people to be connecting over because everyone does eat. When we're running sessions, we always make sure there's food available, so we don't just plant things, but we have a meal with people too. It's like a very basic kind of primeval thing, so yeah, it's probably the best thing you can do. In my mind, I got this figure of like 10 to 15% of the solution, maybe. I think bigger things is when everyone goes vegan. A big part of what it'll do is put it in people's minds where their food really comes from. They'll understand what food is, how it's made. They'll value it more because they'll see the energy and the effort that goes into producing it. Certainly, yeah. I think that happens very, very easily. Actually, people come to food growing sessions. And you don't have to tell them it's about healthy eating or living. It's more than that anyway, but they come along and they know exactly what they're learning. So we're looking at increasing biodiversity, we really are. So we want to bring different plants into the area, but we're also looking at preserving local biodiversity. So a big part of the fruit and nut work, the initial work, has been planting Worcestershire and Warwickshire varieties. So heritage varieties of fruits, pears, apples and plums mainly. All around the community and the people, really, bringing people together and creating a seed where people can continue the work. We've got loads of tools, we've got loads of plants, and that's the easy part, really, getting hold of tools and plants and even finding places to grow, but if you don't have the people then you can't do the project.